Here's a look at your daily market report on this Wednesday, the 5th day of February. Some freezing rain, making for some slick roads around the northern half of this state this morning. As a result of that, New Cambria Livestock Market has actually canceled their sale that was planned for tomorrow on Thursday. All the other sales around today, they are having sales as far as we've heard thus far. Don't know yet if receipts will be impacted or not. Green Sea Livestock Market, they're expecting to have 3,000 head today. Windsor expected to have about 2,000. Haven't heard any of the early listings from any of the other sales planned around today. Yesterday around the state, SEMO livestock sales, they had 864 head. The market there, $4 to $15 lower, except for some 3-weight heifers and some 7-weight steers that sold $5 higher. Interstate Regional Stockyards in Cuba on Tuesday, 1,085 head. The market there mostly $2 to $6 lower. Ozarks Regional Stockyards in West Plains had 3,222 head through the barn. The market there called anywhere from steady to $10 lower. Lolly Brothers Livestock Market in Macon, they had 1,450 head. The market there mostly steady to firm. Some 550 to 650 pound heifers and some 650 to 7-weight steers reported $5 to $7 higher. There at Lolly Brothers, they had several stick-out sales on the heifers on Tuesday. A couple of pot loads, light 7-weights, 708 and 710 pounds, sold at $272 and a quarter and $273.10. A pot load of 747 pound heifers, $268 and a quarter, and a pot load of heifers weighing a smooth 800 pounds brought $254.75. Unionville Livestock Market on Tuesday, they had 1,688 head. They hadn't had a sale for 3 weeks, but the feeders under 550 pounds were steady to weak. The heavier weight feeders sold $3 to $10 higher. A few stick-out sales there at Unionville included 30 head of 755-pound heifers tagged as replacements. They brought $284. Some steers, a full load, 805-pound steers sold at $274 and a quarter. Had 16 head of 817-pound steers that brought $280.75. Then a full load of 851-pound steers sold at $263 and a quarter. Kingsville Livestock Market on Tuesday, 3,387 head compared to last week. Feeders were mostly steady, some uneven spots from 5 lower to 5 higher there. The steers, medium and large ones, 5 to 600 pounds, 339 to 384, 6 to 7 weights at 305 to 335, 7 to 8 weights at 276 to 314, 8 to 9 weights at 254 to 277.75. The heifers in Kingsville, 5 to 6 weights at 280 to 344, 6 to 7 weights, 268 299, 7 to 8 weights at 247.5 to 273.50, 8 to 830-pound heifers, 245.5 to 252.75. Box beef cutout values this morning. Choice is down $4.59 at $326.14. Select down $2.21 at $315.20. Those values based on 87 loads of cuts, trimmings, and grinds. And the Choice Select spread setting at $10.94. Negotiated feedlot trade for the week so far, still fairly slow to develop. So far this week, 4,238 head of confirmed negotiated sales scattered around the feeding regions. The latest sales mostly in the north, dress 320 to 325. However, once again, trade so far this week has been light, not really enough to establish any kind of a market so far. Taking a look at the midday futures markets on the Mercantile Exchange. Live cattle. February's up $1.90 at $203.77. April $201.15 up $2.50, and June up $2.47 at $195.70. Feeder cattle at midday, March $212 higher, $270.37. April up $242 at $270.05, and May $268.45 up $265. Lean hogs, the February's 87 stronger, 85.95. April at 90.50, up 75. May at 94.70, up 95. On the board of trade, corn contracts 1 to 3 lower at midday. March at 491.25, May 502.5, July at 505. Soybean contracts, they're 13 to 17.5 lower. March at 1057.5, May 1072.75, July at 1087. Wheat contracts at midday, 2 to 5 lower. March 572, May 584.75, and July 596.75. Soybean meal down $4.70 a ton. The March at 309.30. March soybean oil down 67 cents a hundredweight at 45.09. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, that's your daily market report. This is Tony Hancock.